Tonight, entering the unknown investigate. The Old Boar's Head, in Middleton, Manchester. This a rare example of an early timber-framed building. It dates back to the 1600s. The original building was commissioned by Sir Alf Ashton and was built on the road to Rochdale, part of the ancient highway between York and Chester. The location is between the rectory and St. Leonard's Church. The large photograph is dated around 1880. The blurred figure to the right of the door is said to be that of Sam Bamford's ghost, or perhaps a local who nipped in for a pint, whilst the photograph was taken on long exposure. Behind the photograph was found a boarded-up door, possibly the original back door to the building. The metal bars over several windows is said to be used as a cell for prisoners awaiting trial in the sessions room. Dick Turpin, with his horse Black Bess, are rumoured to have stayed at the inn. From 1788 to 1872, Sam Bamford was a famous local writer and a radical thinker who led some neighbours to a parliamentary reform demonstration in 1818 that became known as the Peterloo Massacre. The inn is haunted by many spirits, including that of a little boy who has said that he had died up one of the chimneys. What will the team uncover tonight at this very old building? Dave managed to have a chat to the team's medium, Andy Jones.
We're at the Old Boars Head at Middleton, Manchester. You've been here before, so what did you pick up last time you were here?
Last time I was here, like I said, I came here not working, I came here for a meal with my partner, and I was sat there and I was approached by different spirits just giving messages. One of them was a lady showing me 3 coins in a hand. I couldn't see what the coins were, any dates or anything like that, but what I could see was 2 were very large and 1 was really small. And she was tapping on the coins, and I started with 3 coins. So those coins must have been quite significant to her. And she said about sons roaming the building as well. I was picking up other things as well, so I spoke to Louise, who's the owner of the property, and asked her, and she gave me a tour, which was quite good of her. So I spent like an hour or so here, just walking around. And one of the locations, when I was down in the bar, I said to her, there's a room here you don't like, can you show me where it is? So she said it's upstairs, so she took me upstairs into this door.
So that's this one here?
This door, yeah. So I opened it and went in, and it's into a roof space, there's a lot of stuff up there. And at the back there's a male hiding. Now, as I went up the stairs, he's like, shh, shh, just tell me to shush and this and anyone go away and everything else. So I'm trying to find out what he's doing, why he's hiding. And all he kept saying is just go away, go to the tunnel, go to the tunnel. So Louise was stood where you are, so I came down, said to Louise, is there a tunnel? And she just smiled at me, she said, do you want to see? So I went back downstairs to a location, went in there, and went the tunnel.
Do you think that's linked to the church across the road then? Because we had reports that that's
I don't know if it's linked to the church, but I do feel whether you used that tunnel wasn't good. I feel like there might have been evading the law, you know, going through there to get away. I feel the people who use that weren't that nice, you know. And also, they may not be from the area, they might have visited it and used that, I don't know. But I don't know if it goes to the church or if it goes to another location. It's actually been bricked up now, but you can see where it was. So you can't actually follow it and find out where it goes to.
Is this gentleman behind this door, is he a negative spirit or is he just...
Well, it's like anyone, if you're hiding and someone walks into your space where you're hiding, you're going to be like, you know, go away, sort of thing. So I was getting like, he was panicking, frustrated, scared. I wasn't getting he was negative, but I was getting he could be a bit of an handful if he didn't back off, sort of thing. So at the end of the day, I don't want to offend any spirit. If a spirit's scared and hiding, the last thing I want to do is make them feel worse. So I came away and then went around the rest of the building.
Right. So how many spirits do you think there's in this building?
There's lots. But it's not just in the building; it's around the building as well. Actually, as soon as you walk out the building, there's stuff going on around the building.
So there's absolutely stuff going on around the ground area as well, around the ground. Like the parking area and...
The parking area, the beer garden, there's stuff going on around there. There's stuff upstairs, we got a lot of stuff upstairs, but I picked up more downstairs. Now, it's not always been a pub. I've not researched it, but the lady who's showing me the 3 coins was basically telling me that she set up a business
Right.
I couldn't figure out or get to the bottom what business she set up, and I think over the years it's been turned into a pub.
Did you get an era with this lady?
It was about 1700, something like that. But she was quite nice. She wasn't negative. She wasn't. She was quite sweet, quite you know. But it was like a proud moment, you know. You know, when you show someone like, look what I've done with this. I only had that, and I've got this. So she was quite nice, yeah.
Could this lady, Andy was picking up on, started a cotton business on the second floor? As history shows, before it was an inn, it was two separate houses. Once the interview was over, one of the team members placed a millimeter IM and two trigger objects balls in the roof space area. The door was then closed shut and locked. The team started off with the lights on. As the investigation started, in the room that was the courthouse, the EDI, or EDI as it's also known as, started to sound, and the blue sensor lights started to flash. When this happens, it's said that the device is picking up an EM field. It is said that spirits can create their own electric magnetic field. The team also take into account natural background EMF, in the way of electricity cables, mobile phone, and Wi-Fi. All this was debunked.
All you're saying is you feel like you're being judged, but I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah, no, I just, at the moment, I just feel like I'm being judged. I feel very weak. You know, I feel very shaky just standing here. I feel like I've either been kept somewhere for a long period of time, and now I've been brought here to be judged for something. I don't know what, but that just tells me this was probably once you were in a courtroom of some sort. The man over there, actually, I see smoke around him as well. So, I'm not talking about you. Man that stands there in spirit, I see that there's smoke around him as well. So but I'm seeing it. See, I'm seeing a clay pipe. A clay pipe. So, I don't know what age that is, but that would be Victorian, Edwardian. So, slender in build, pointy featured, like that, they've got pronounced chin, crooked nose. Now I see that he's got grey hair, but I don't know if it's a wig or if it's something else, but just grey hair. But he's got a suit.
So you feel like you're in a dock there?
Yeah.
So what are you seeing with this end? Anything?
See, my logical head's going, is that door real? So is that an original doorway? I don't think it is. So, and I think that's where they will come in, and where the builder will come in, or the accused will come in. So, but it'd be interesting to find out if that is actually an original doorway. I don't think it is. So,
when you say about being judged, when I came in the first time, this wood picked up, this was used as a courtroom.
right.
It was a courtroom. I'm getting a lot of shouting in there, a lot of screaming in there. Now, main reason why I've been keeping an eye on your Dave.
I keep looking at this. I know this is an outside wall, but I keep looking at this sort of panel.
Yes, I wonder if that's where the stick figure was.
Did that go into
trying to get through that wall?
A picture upstairs, so there's another two buildings outside of the wall.
It's like it's trying to get through that wall.
I just feel like this area here is. You know, it's just paneling, but I just feel like I want to go.
There's somewhere there that hasn't been discovered where you could go out and
Yeah.
you could escape to.
Yeah, large on the table.
If the spirit's the lake, can you come forward and set the device up on the table, please? Or make the light go off again, or on the wall. Come forward, we're not here to disrespect you. We want to communicate with you, find out who you are. Is that all you're picking up in here? Just the one, or is there more than one?
I'm getting some out of it. It's scurrying around.
Oh, I keep saying children.
I'm seeing something like under tables just scurrying around.
Really bad headache. I'm sitting here and I've got a really seriously bad headache.
Can you make it flash again, please?
Can you make it flash if you're affecting me?
Let's do a stay foot, try and step back a little bit next, so I'll keep that equipment on.
Is it?
I don't think it is, no. Phil didn't have his equipment on, that would have gone off as well.
I'm getting an Emily, I'm trying to get a surname now. It sounds, I don't know if it's right surname, but it sounds like Francis.
It's not you on the phone phase, is it?
I've got my phone on, but
Mine's on
Yeah,
fire.
it's constantly doing that, but it's constantly doing it, and it's not. I mean, it wouldn't start on the floor if you're on your phone, because you've been sat there for a while. Because that's what it's doing before, and then the light was flickering. That's a
Can you move to this device on the floor, please? Move to this device on the floor for me, please.
Whatever it is, it's just located in this section here. Can you make the light flicker on the wall? Please.
Oh, you mean for the phone so that you can hear them a bit more?
it's interesting that's going on.
It's going to deserve, isn't it?
The team then made their way down to the cellar.
Bizarrely enough, you know when we first came down here, I saw someone in the corner and it's like they were on the floor, but they had their hand up and it was either tired or they're about over here. So, like a prisoner, literally, like a
tied
prisoner.
up.
But
Yeah.
it's just, but it's not just one. I see a few.
It's funny you said it, because when I came down here I was picking up, it's chains, it's
chains, yeah.
But I was picking up a few down there, and
So,
they're really scruffy, really scraggy, malnourished.
there was a bit where me and Andy went off, and we were standing upstairs, and Andy said, "What are you getting in this area just above the hatch?" And I said, "Oh, I don't quite know what I'm getting at the moment." And then all of a sudden I saw a man he had the ripped clothes like an old prisoner, and he had shackles on his feet and shackles on his hands. He was just being brought up the stairs, and that's what I'm getting here. The impression I'm getting here also. It's just that I keep seeing them.
Is he all in ripped clothes and that as well? The one
Like they've been here for a while. I'm seeing straw and stuff on the floor, but I wouldn't be surprised if you can smell like a horrible smell. But as I walked around the corner, I saw a person like literally there, and then when I looked further, I see others along the wall. So yeah, do you feel like I want to go down there? You're right, Rachel?
Yeah, headache.
Headache.
But as well with that, also you say you want to go down, I want to go down as well. Even though we're down as low as
Yeah.
to me it feels like there's something underneath.
It's just wondering me why there's new brickwork there. Is it part because the building was falling apart?
Probably a window.
Was there a window there?
This brickwork looks actually older than the top there.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Looks like there's a window at some point.
Because there's windows over here as well. So.
But the thing is though, it's funny though, because you kept referring to this as the dungeon.
Right.
It might have been like a cell.
Yeah, let's go down to the dungeon, let's go down to the dungeon. And he didn't know that. So,
No.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I
and
thought
feel lost, sad. It's quite emotional. Oh no. 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 No.
What's coming through?
It's just someone trying to get very, very close to me, and I'm not going to allow it.
Is it a negative entity?
It's not. No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's negative. I just think it's a soul that's been in turmoil. Yeah, they've been put through turmoil. Fuck off. So yeah. I feel parched. I feel like I've not had water or fluids for a long period of time. I feel dehydrated. I feel just very like tired, sleepy. Back off.
Is this the same person that maybe you've seen that's been tied up in the corner?
Yeah, that's the energy that I'm trying to link to, and that's how I'm feeling. So, because I think they may have actually passed here. I don't think they even got sentenced or whatever it is. I think they just literally passed.
So really, they've been tied up and dumped down here and left?
Yeah.
You haven't got any pregnancies down here, have you?
Well, there are women down here.
Are you picking up?
What pain in the gut? This male near you, Nick, the way he's showing himself to me, he's got his hands cupped. And he's coming towards you, his hands cupped.
Yeah. It actually, do you know, it's surprisingly strong, his energy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Where's my fucking phone? Just gone off. My fucking phone's just gone off.
Just started doing the investigation at the old Boars Head in Middleton.
Why?
We're going to pass the camera over to
Well, that's two things that have happened down here with technology at the moment.
As soon as you said he's strong, your phone went off.
That's... Well, and you can see my hands are nowhere near it.
Yeah.
So... And actually, you've got to open up the case in order for my phone to come on.
Yeah.
So...
The male I'm seeing who's stood in here, Nick, I'm seeing him... the way I'm seeing him... late 50s, early 60s.
Right here,
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas I see, when I looked at you, I saw someone just crawl across the back of the wall, just moving across
When I stood
from
there,
left to
so I
right.
felt my ear being touched.
Right, okay.
Anybody got any dowsing rods on?
Oh, mine are upstairs.
Upstairs.
Go on.
Got an SP7 spirit box and a speaker if you want it.
Are you on you?
It's in there. It's in the bag. What's on the other end of this before it?
Before it fell off.
Made you a bit of chair?
No, my
Alright.
It's chair there.
It's chair with no seat.
Is it a chair with no seat?
No, alright.
No seated chair. Does everybody else feel alright?
I'm cold here one side, and it keeps smelling a wee.
Yeah.
Now it gets that strong.
I've got a block now, so I can't smell it.
You know, you can stand here and smell it, keep going that strong here.
Your place would have stunk if someone was down there.
It would have.
Oh yeah.
Would have
Well,
in fact.
It's just cold on my side.
There's a definite...
I can't smell it.
You can't smell it? It's on the other side, go.
It feels cold here. Just on this side.
It's like stay up, yes.
It is.
Can you speak loud and clear?
Oh,
Oh,
that was definitely a voice.
That's it, no.
no. That's great.
Can you tell us your name?
Did you escape this way? Did you come down here and escape that way?
Yeah, but that sounds like a woman.
Yep.
Yeah, man, a man.
Did you escape this way? Did you come down here and escape that way?
Yeah, but that sounds like a woman.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man, a man. So is there a man and a woman down here?
Were there a few of you together down here? Were there a few of you together down here?
That's not. What's the cough? That's not. What's the cough?
And then
Off.
While the team were in the cellar, the locked-off camera in the roof space, on the first floor, caught the trigger object ball, illuminate several times.
How bad is that? Am I being silly, or is that?
No.
So that figure there is a ghost.
Yeah, it's this one. This is the one that said the scene knocking about. I don't know whether it was done on long exposure.
Right.
Or
But everybody
people
else,
say it's
everybody else is solid, but him.
yeah.
So, and in perspective, that's actually in further distance.
Yeah.
So he should still be in focus.
Yeah, because if it was like they say, this would be blurred, wouldn't it? Because this is
Yeah.
a moving object.
Yeah.
And that one's clearly got like a horse, so
Yeah. You can clearly see the legs and so
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
blurred, wouldn't it, if it was.
I mean, their face is a bit blurred, but then that's fine. But his isn't. So why are their faces blurred and why is he? That's a really interesting picture.
Dave and Andy decided to go back down into the cellar, while the rest of the team investigated the many rooms on the ground floor.
When we came down last time and got the male, it
Yeah.
seems to be, he's still here.
Is he still there? It's still in the same corner?
He's still moving about.
Is he
Like,
still in there, or is he?
he's about, he's round this back wall and he's still about. Again, this feels bigger, it should be bigger than what it is. When we did a location earlier, I don't know, I can't remember the whole, when we did a location, when we was down in the basement area and was picking up on, it's like military figures.
Yeah.
Getting people to, I'm not getting it as military, but I'm getting like people would have been rushed down here.
Right.
I believe this would have been used as two purposes before. I'm getting the tunnels, and I'm also getting in, so at some point, either before the tunnels or after the tunnels, this would have been used, I believe, as some sort of holding
Yeah.
cell. But also would have been used as an escape as well.
Right.
Where they would have rushed down here and made off. You just put your torch on. What is that? It's your
Touch
torch.
it, it's my torch, yeah, it's my torch, I didn't touch it.
Stick on the beam, see if we do it, yeah?
I think lit up blue, the one you can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. If you affected that torch, can you do it again, please? Can you please affect that torch for us again?
Can you set one of the devices off, please? Either the one on the beam or the one on the floor. Or touch the doll. Or light up one of the plastic balls.
I'm still getting like something further down. It's like I want to get a pickaxe and just sit on the floor and bring the floor up. There's something underneath this, whether it is still or was underneath this floor, but there's something underneath I want to get to.
You hear that ticking noise in that corner?
Yeah, I can hear that, yeah, I thought it was Dave moving. I'm going to put a torch on.
The only thing that's open that corner's glasses in it again.
Something creaking. I'm looking to see if there's any water dripping through.
There's no awful pipes, is there?
Just watch it.
Can you hear it, Dave?
No.
I can hear it.
Can you touch one of the glasses in the corner, please?
With all respect to the world, sorry, I just need to say it because what I'm getting,
Yeah.
what I'm being shown, sorry, I'm being shown a glass being thrown,
Right.
which I don't want any glasses being thrown at anyone. So if you do that, with all respect in the world, and we don't want anything thrown at us. There's a noise in that corner again then.
The gentleman that's down here, we mean you're the respect in the world. Can you just make a noise to let us know that you're here?
That tapping what myself and Sean heard, did it actually sound like someone scraping at brick?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like, someone scraping at brick.
It's upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Nick, I think. That's from the other team. You know, see, I saw a light behind you then, Dave.
Well, I thought I saw one behind you before, over there. I was trying to see if it's your torch that was on
The
or
torch
not,
is
but it's just a small light, round light.
Yeah, I've just seen a light behind you. Now I looked at your torch on the beam then to see if that came on. I don't know if it came on quickly or not, but I saw a light behind you.
Can you please show us a sign that you're here? Can you make a noise or show a light? Or touch one of the trigger objects? Or the devices on the floor?
Just to explain all the banging and creaking that some of the team members upstairs walking around.
Catching glimpses of the light, because I've just seen the light on the door, on this
Yeah.
wall here.
Can you do something, please? In all respects in the world, love, peace and respect. We've come down here to communicate with you, we're not here to mock. Can you please do something? Touch one of the devices, make a noise. The injuries I'm being shown are quite nasty. This man and woman are quite sick individuals. They took the time. To begin with, he was up for it. I don't think he knew what they had in store for him.
Right.
They sort of like tricked him into it in a sense. I think he was into what they were into.
Yeah.
And they sort of like led him into, and they've used him for, like was beyond Sean then. They've led him, and I think they've used him for some sort of
sacrifice.
I don't want to use the word sacrifice.
If it's something to do with the black arts, I'm sure that
well, they've used him for something. Now they've took the time. I'm seeing lights behind Sean. They've took the time with this lad. Now this lad is in his 20s. The man and woman who committed this crime are older, in his late 40s.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Sean, in that corner?
A bit cold.
Because I keep getting, all the time down here, getting lights behind you, mate, on your left shoulder.
Left hand side.
And the green, blue, just different colour lights behind you all the time. I think we should leave this area because I think it's taking a mickey.
We're going to leave now, seeing that you can't be bothered to do anything.
Just watch yourself going up. I've got your capitals in there.
Yeah. You got your K2, yeah?
Yeah.
The team then went outside to investigate the surrounding grounds. As both mediums were picking up different events and time periods.
It's like where we're stood now, what I'm seeing here now, it's like a thoroughfare coming through. A lot coming through.
You alright, Nick?
Yeah, just feeling a bit sick. Sorry, Andy, you carry on, mate.
No, it's not, mate. We've seen a thoroughfare coming through, we've seen lots coming through. I've also been shown as well, and I don't know why I'm being shown a car, whether it's to do with the hangings, I'm being shown a car with bodies piled up on top. Lots coming through. Now the bodies I'm being shown, to me, they've been there for a while before they've been collected. And then you just chuck them on, and then...
Well, can you think of a date for that?
Well, what's getting me is, why are they going that way, when as far as I'm aware the church is over there? So would they not go towards the church? Why are they going that way? Whether they dispose of them down that way, I don't know.
Nick, are you feeling okay?
No, I'm feeling sick.
Is that because of the area you've just come into?
Yeah. And just to carry on with what Andy's saying, you're saying you see bodies on carts.
Piled.
I'm seeing bodies in pits. So it's like, I don't know if they were just dumped here and just left. I'm also getting plague as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's something to do with the plague epidemic.
To be honest, that's what I was thinking with you saying they're not taking them to the church.
So
I don't know anything like that. It sounds very plague-like.
Yeah, it's not. It may not be here. It may be just beyond the trees. So, I mean, those trees there are pretty young, but I mean, the landscape here, from what when I'm scanning around, would have been a lot different.
Yeah, of course,
you know, back in that time. So I think this would have been open field with a bit of woodland, and there's bodies buried within the woodland. So it could be here. It could be.
You're saying hundreds of bodies are in this area.
There's quite a few. I wouldn't say. I don't know if there's hundreds. I can see, as Andy's saying, on piles on carts or what? Carts. But also bodies just being discarded into a pit. So, and I mean, they used to do plague pits, but I don't know if one's here, but it's like that. It feels like, and it's just making me feel sick.
It's like there's no care to them. They're not picking them up. You know, it's like just
throwing them in.
Just lobbing. And I'm seeing men, women. I'm seeing children. I'm seeing all ages, and they're just lobbing them on. and then they're just coming up this way. And like Nick's saying, I wasn't getting the pit, but it explains why they're going that way.
Yeah,
If that's what they're doing, they're going to go and ditch them.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm also seeing, I'm being told that there was a house situated here, and it would have been around the time of the plague, and it would have had the white cross on it, where they boarded up the house. If you had plague, they would have just boarded up the house and let you die in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm being told that was here. So I'm being told it's in this vicinity. 1600s, 17. Okay. Absolutely sure in this location, or are you talking over there? Are you? Okay. I'm just being told of, and I'm questioning this because of the information I'm just being given, but I'm being told of an army that would have walked past or walked this way to go to. I'm being told of the War of the Roses, but that's like Lancaster, which is miles that way. So, but there would have been an army that would have walked past it to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's right, but that's what I'm being told. I can see men in the pointy silver hats and helmets, pikes. I can see horses going past, but it looks like they're going past on the near the main road.
Yeah.
That sort of area. That's where I'm being pointed to. So, but that's something we need to find out, because it's like I'm being told they were marching to battle.
Right.
I can actually, when I was in the location with Louise, I picked up on military, and Louise said, "Can you give me a date of it?" I said, "Well, to me, I'm going way
It's
back."
like 16,
yeah,
something like that.
Way back. So, and I also got something to do with that as well. I'm not going to go into it now, but something outside with them.
Yeah. So, but that's in that direction.
That's interesting.
So that's something we can try and find out if there was an army that actually did go to battle or went to battle going past this location.
That's your job, isn't it, Faye? You're the historian.
Yes.
So
Faye has to confirm that.
Yeah. No, that'd be interesting. I'd be intrigued. So thank you for that. So yeah. Okay.
What date did
you guys happy to move?
About
Yes.
16.
I
don't know, 1630, 1640.
Alright.
You happy to move,
Around
Nick?
that. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cold.
Whilst outside, the team met back up with David, who had been investigating another part of the location, but was not in the vicinity of where the team was filming.
Well, there's quite a few bodies. Like they all died of something.
Like what?
Don't know. They weren't killed. They just
Faye.
died.
Oh, you got it on recording.
They
Way ahead of me.
They died of it.
Okay.
So, hazard of gas, plague, or some mass disease. But they burned all the bodies in one fire.
Man, you got pit though, didn't you?
Well,
Well, because you could have thrown them in the pit and set fire to them, but you don't know, do you? So.
well, no, we both picked up on plague. Picked up on a plague house, which was a white cross on it, and I said that either was knocked down or burnt down, but it still had the people in it.
You both picked up on the plague
on the plague and the
lots of
bodies. Yeah. So,
and also the.
And Dave just confirmed that because Dave was nowhere near us when we were doing an interview there.
Also with me and Nick both on the burning on the stake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Well done. That's my phone.
All right. Can't get that smell out my nose.
Smell burning.
Burning flesh.
That's what made me feel sick up there now.
Yeah. I just can't get
you got the smell of burning?
It was the feeling of how they were feeling when they had whatever it was they had, the plague, and also a smell. But I ignored the smell because it was like really tummy wrenching and.
But when they're going past in the cars, like I said, to me it was like they're being left there for a while before collecting them. And they'd all just like decompose.
Yeah, they would have been started rotting, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They would have break down pretty quick.
Yeah,
they were.
They were brought here on a car. That's what made me think of stables.
So.
That's great. It's more information.
Great clarification.
Yeah.
I just want to see if we can get clarification on the soldiers and stuff like that. What we mentioned before. So yeah.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
Right, let's go back inside, guys. Wait for
A little later, the historian had some news for Andy and Nick on what they had picked up on outside regarding the army of soldiers marching past the location.
You know, before that, when you were outside, and you picked up soldiers.
Yeah.
Faye, you mentioned something before about the soldiers, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to come in and just tell the two what you got? So you just want to tell them what you picked up on the history side of things.
It was to do with the name. Looks like the person who either lived here or owned the property in this one was a supporter of Richard III, and the banner of Richard III in the War of the Roses was a boar.
Oh.
So it was called the Old Boar. It's only just been named the Old Boar, and I think it was Victorian times they renamed it. So. And then I googled battles that were nearby. There was one in Stoke, and quite nearby, different ones, all around Yorkshire and everything.
Right.
And it's quite possible that they could have
walked
past or walked through, especially to Stoke. I mean, you go through and go down.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that's quite.
That backs up what you guys have picked up before with the soldiers, walking past.
Yeah.
So. Let's just clarify from
yeah, no, that's good to hear.
On the history, and you guys won't look into the history anyway.
Absolutely not.
Of any location we go to.
No.
So.
Andy was once again drawn to the outside of the building and across the road, with various spirits telling him of things from past history.
So I don't think we can get any further up to the church.
I'm still seeing mud in Birmingham, and I'm seeing I don't know if to say huts or something. I'm seeing some sort of structure.
Right.
Now I'm wondering if this is going back. If this was a market town, and up there was some sort of encampment or something like that.
Right.
The troops were down there. Yeah. The encampment was up there, and that's why they didn't want you going up there and push it back down again. Like I said, the way I'm seeing this is completely different now. So I'm going really far. I'm seeing like a wooden fencing, a wooden boundary.
Right.
Fence type. Something that's happened up there, pretty brutal.
That's Nick coming. That's it, yeah, we're around him.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal up there.
Yeah, right.
And also going down.
So you're saying there was an accident up there or something else?
No, it's not an accident, no accident. I'm just getting people. To me, it's like whatever's happened up there, people wanted to get up there to get. It's like if a member of your family was hurt or killed, you'd do anything to get there, wouldn't you? And that's what I'm sort of like getting. I'm getting people rushing up there to try and get, and then they're just getting knocked back down again, and these are getting them at the bottom.
Feels like a daunting task, doesn't it, by trying to get up here? It's quite steep.
This is how I'm seeing it. I'm not. This isn't like this. This is what I'm saying. This is all mud.
Yeah.
It's all mud, and it's slippy, and it was purposely like that. You know, they made it so it made it a struggle to get up. So they had the higher ground. So if anyone's going to go up, they've got easy defence, and that's what I'm getting here. And I'm getting the market town was down there. The market was down there. Something's happened, and a lot. People have gone up there to try and something's happened up there where a lot of them were killed.
Right. So you're saying civilians have been killed up there?
Yeah, civilians.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't.
They've been killed by the military.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't military on military. It wasn't a
right.
a war as such, a battle as such, but it was people going up there to try and find out. I'm getting someone was taken up for something up to there, and whether they're executed, I don't know, but everyone down here wasn't happy about it, and they basically just outraw and rushed up, and when they got to the top, they were met with defence basically.
Right.
And the ones that weren't dealt with up there come back down and were dealt with down here.
Right.
These.
So it sounds like a bit of a bloodbath as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm getting like I was stuck in the middle in a sense. Once they started the commitment going up, they're being attacked by up there, and they've got these at the bottom as well, so they're stuck. So it's like, the way I'm being told is they're committed.
Yeah.
They're done anyway. Yeah. So they might as well just try and go forward and get as far as they could, and they didn't take it.
Right.
Could Andy have been picking up on the Peterloo massacre, where 12 people were killed and over 200 seriously injured?
Are you having somewhere where you want to go?
I'm just getting a name, just trying to get it. I don't know if it's connected to what I'm picking up on. I'm getting a gentleman tell me his name is John Whitemore. John Whitemore.
Instead of Andy mentioning a John Whitemore, could Andy have misheard the surname, and in fact it was John Whitworth? Like Andy always says, when spirits talk, it's like tuning into a radio station. The team researchers later did find that there was a John Whitworth that lived in Middleton. And later, they also found a gravestone with his name on, in the local cemetery. While looking up the history, the researchers also found this black and white picture, showing the old Boar's Head, and the old farm building to the right, next to the cottages, demolished in 1892. A week after the investigation, Dave checked the voice recorder that was left in the roof space. An EVP was captured, but none of the team could make out what, if anything, it was saying. It will be played several times, one of which will be slowed down. With the rain coming down heavier and the team feeling very cold, the decision was made to bring an end to the investigation. Until next time, paranormal friends, keep believing.